Hi there, welcome to Latent I/O. Today we're looking at why language models make things up. You ask a model for a source, and it hands you a citation that looks flawless. 3 authors with entirely plausible names, a real journal that publishes in that field, a year, and a DOI with the right prefix and the right number of digits. You go to look it up, and the paper does not exist. Here is the part that surprises people. The model was not lying and it was not broken. It did exactly the job it was trained to do. So let's look at what that job actually is, because the whole answer is sitting in a single line of math. A language model estimates the probability of the next token, given every token that came before it. That's it, that's the entire objective. Now scan that expression term by term for the part that asks whether the output is actually true. There isn't one. Truth is not being penalized here, and it is not being rewarded either because truth simply is not one of the terms. Which brings us to the trap. When your prompt implies that a citation should exist, the model generates what a likely citation looks like. And it is extremely good at that because every individual piece of a citation is highly predictable. It knows which author surnames tend to appear alongside the topic, which journals publish that topic, and what a DOI is shaped like. Every individual component of that citation is statistically excellent, and yet the composite is complete fiction. So the model is not recalling something badly, it is generating something correctly. This also explains the thing that trips up almost everybody, which is why hallucinations sound so completely convincing. Fluency and truth come out of the same machinery, so a false continuation arrives with exactly the same polish as a true one. A wrong answer can carry very high probability, and there is no separate channel telling you which kind you just got. Which means the signal you instinctively reach for, how sure it sounds, is measuring nothing at all about whether it is right. And the failure is silent by design because there is no error, no warning, no flag, just clean, well-formed prose. But there is a second layer underneath all of this, and it is the one that most explanations skip entirely. We did not only fail to train these models for truth, because we went further than that and actively rewarded confident guessing. Think about how these systems get scored, where each answer is simply marked right or wrong. A wrong answer earns 0, and admitting that you don't know earns exactly the same 0 as being wrong. So the honest answer and the wrong answer are worth exactly the same, while a guess at least has some chance of scoring the point. Under that scoring, guessing always beats admitting uncertainty. And that is precisely the kind of scoring these models were optimized against, across millions of examples. So what actually fixes this? The strongest interventions all share one shape, which is that they give the model access to something outside its own predictions. Retrieval grounds the answer in documents you actually pulled, so the model is reading rather than remembering. Tools go further because a search index, a database, or a calculator lets the model compute an answer instead of predicting one. You can constrain the output to a closed list of approved sources, then check each claim against the real thing before any of it reaches a human. Prompting helps too, but it is the weakest lever on the list because asking a probabilistic generator not to make things up is still just asking it to police itself. Now here is the distinction that matters most, and it is the one people get wrong. Retrieval does not eliminate hallucination. It fixes access because it puts genuinely true documents into the context window where the model can read them. What it does not fix is attribution, because the model can still misread the passage sitting right in front of it. It can blend two sources together, attach a real number to the wrong company, or extend a retrieved fact one sentence further than the document actually goes. Grounding closes the loop on the input, verification closes the loop on the output. Those are two different gates, and you need both. So here is the mental model to walk away with, and it really does come down to one sentence. Don't ask a probabilistic generator to be its own fact-checker, because that is the one thing its objective never trained it to do. Generation, grounding, and verification, 3 stages, not one smarter model. The solution to hallucination was never making the model know more, it is giving it a way to check what it says. If you want more AI concepts taken apart like this, subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.